When Bacchus hit the streets of New Orleans this past Sunday night, it was the 22nd anniversary of the organization that brought Mardi Gras from blue blood to new blood, from monarchy to democracy. Very much as things are in England today, where the king and queen are still very important, but no longer reign supreme. Rex still rules the kingdom on Mardi Gras Day itself, but ever since Bacchus launched that first parade in 1969, there has been a pretender in this palace whose blood does not have to be blue, whose money does not have to be old, and who does not even claim to be a king. He does, however, claim to be a god. The god of wine, a fun-loving deity named Bacchus. Restaurant owner Pip Brennan was one of the founders, and TV's Mel Levitt narrated the very first Bacchus parade in 1969, held on what was then an empty parade night, the Sunday before Mardi Gras. Yes, Brennan wanted an organization with no social or racial restrictions, but it was mostly an economic answer for a city caught in an economic squeeze, with hotels having only half their rooms filled by the weekend before Fat Tuesday.
We felt that if something wasn't done to bring national and international publicity to this city, that visitors were going to fall off completely, that there would be, the economic impact would be nothing compared to what it is today, and it was really, really hurting back then. And we felt if we did not do something from a visitor standpoint, that Mardi Gras as we know it today, from a visitor economic impact, would have never been a reality.
Mission accomplished?
Absolutely.
At the Blaine Kern Den, the only pictures that remain of that first year of float building are these home movies a member made. The lavish media attention Bacchus earned came later, as it tapped the celebrity world for its gods of wine. Bob Hope, who turned his ride into a TV special. Perry Como, 1976. Pete Falk, 1980. And through the years to 1991, Steve Guttenberg. Parades that were sometimes telecast live in prime time, after the irony of that first year when it was almost not telecast at all, out of fear of offending the influential members of Rex. Broadcaster Mel Levitt remembers the suspense that night of not knowing until the last moment that the parade would be telecast. The late Danny Kaye was that first Bacchus, and Levitt remembers his thoughts as the parade turned the corner toward the cameras.
I almost could see the door to the future open, and by gosh, it did. It went open that night like that. What they did, too, was they helped democratize Carnival. It was a crew that was not, quote, uptown, socially oriented, and restricted to just a few of one particular set, Anglo-Saxon WASP, in many cases the old line, let's face it. And as I guess one of the marvelous little touches was that the first king, if you will, the god Bacchus, was Jewish. The man up front leading the parade, Danny Kaye, not only was Jewish, but the greatest symbol of international understanding and love there was.
And the rest, as they say, is history. As Mardi Gras moves toward the end of the 20th century, more alive and well than ever, most would agree, thanks in large measure to Bacchus. Alec Gifford, 6 News.